Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, April 11th, 2017, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had another one of those days. I mean, this is just, I tell you, it's just wearing me down. Um, I think I called the Dow up. It didn't go up today. Yesterday, it was down 1 point. Today, it's down 6. I mean, it's just not going anywhere. Um, Looked like it might sell off here, puts in the bull spike, recovers, but basically goes back to unchanged, not going anywhere. It's just sideways drifting stuff. One of the problems we're dealing with is extremely low volume. I kind of checked into that today. We're having about the lowest volume trading that we've had in a long time. Low volume is poison for us. Um, the problem is, the stocks can be manipulated very easily by a small number of people, and those people are, pretty sophisticated professional types. We don't see much emotion in the markets, and we make money when emotions get out of hand. We're not getting any of that. Now, there's no emotion in these very lightly traded stocks. Very discouraging. And it's hard for me to believe that only a few weeks ago this portfolio was going bananas. It's not going bananas right now. It's causing us a lot of problems. We ended up closing out $2,700, and we get into 5 new positions. 2 are positive, 3 are negative, and we're carrying a negative another $2,000 into tomorrow. I mean, that's starting to reach the pain threshold. But as I said yesterday, the problem is it isn't that this was a big losing day, but yesterday was a losing day. I think the day before was a losing day, and we don't have any big winning days at all. It's just slow, tiny cuts, and we're bleeding to death. It's just awful. Um, and the other problem that we're having, and this is just time after time after time, and we saw it again this morning, right after you open. I'm putting a screenshot of it on the website. We had positive $2,000 in this in the trades we had, and yet in this thin market environment, they just jump on anything that has some profits in it. And so by just waiting a fairly short period of time, all our profits go to losses. So we went from positive 2,000 to negative 2,700 in about 30 minutes. And we have seen this pattern over and over and over again, and it's just driving me nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, I'll show you a couple of the stocks. This was the only good thing today, and I showed this to you yesterday. This is Momo Incorporated. We bought this yesterday, right at the beginning of the day. It did pull back, but then it popped up here nicely. We didn't get out here right at the top, but we got out pretty good, and we took 2.3 thousand, 2,300 out of Momo. And you can see after we got out, it kind of fell apart. So this exit point was really good. That's a good trade. But out of everything we did, this is the only good trade. Now I'll show you where things got ugly. This is Aspirion. I showed you this yesterday too. We were up $3,000 on this. I know we were up over $3,000 up here anyway. And you know, it opens down a little this morning and then goes down even more. So by the time we get out, this $2,000-3,000 trade becomes a $600 trade. And those are the only positive trades we had. You know, so we got $2,600 positive, but then we have about negative almost $6,000 in losing trades. You can't make money that way. Anyway, I'm very discouraged. What we need is volume and volatility into these stocks, and I just don't know where it's going to come. And I've added to that, we're headed into May. There's an old saying, sell in May and go away. I mean, we can have a rough time May, June, and July, and we have nothing to build us up going into that. So I'm not very happy about this right now. I'm very unhappy. Anyway, that's the way it went. This is Trader Bob signing up. I will be back here, rain or shine, tomorrow on Wednesday.